and welcome to Easy Math channel. This week I thought of doing again a video series on exponents where in part 1 we'll focus about multiplying and dividing exponents. In part 2 we will focus on exponents that are separated by parentheses, and in third part we will discuss about how to deal with exponents with negative power or with negative sign. Cool. So let's focus on this part of the video, which is about multiplying and dividing. Sorry, I will write that again. Let me get my pen. Okay, it's dividing and not diving. Okay, so in this week we'll discuss about multiplying and dividing exponents. Before we jump into exponents, imagine that you are given something like 3 times 3 times 3 or 5 times 5 times 5. Have you ever wondered how to write this in a much more simplified way? And exponent is your answer. So if we want to write 3 times 3 times 3 in an easy way, it would be 3 raised to 3. And if we want to write 5 times 5 times 5, it would be 5 raised to 3. Now why 3? Because it's repeated 3 times, and this is same as the number that which is in question. Cool. So exponent is a simplified way of writing an equation which is very repetitive. Cool. So what is exponent? So let's look at this example here, which is 2 raised to 4. So in this case 4 is called exponent and 2 is called base. Again, looking at this equation now, or this expression, which is 10 raised to 3, in this case 3 is called exponent and 10 is called base. And it's easy to remember this. So okay, if we want to expand this in a real form, this would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, because it's to the power 4. Oh, again, going back to exponent, sometimes exponent are also called as power. So we can also call 2 exponent 4 or 2 raised to power 4. And if we want to expand this, this would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. Or 3 to the power 5, it would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So repeating 3 5 times, which is same as 243. And upon using the same concept, 10 to the power 3 would be 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000. Now you might have heard about power of 2, so something with the power 2 or something with the power 3. There's a different terminology or a different word that we use for such expressions. So anything which is to the power 2 is usually called as squared. So this would be 25 squared or 25 power 2. Ideally it's 25 squared. That's very normally used. And anything that is power 3 is also called as cube. So either you can call it 5 cube or you can call it 5 to the power 3. Okay, so with that in mind, let's try to solve some equation or some expressions where we have to multiply exponents, and some examples where we'll divide some exponents. Before we jump into that, just remember two things. Exponents are the power and the base is the actual base or the number. So in this case 3 is the base, 5 is the exponent. Great. So let's do some examples. So in this example, we will look at how to multiply expressions with exponents. So if you look at the first equation, we have base 2 and one with an exponent 4 and one with an exponent 8. Now remember one thing, if we are multiplying exponents of 2 or more terms, the base needs to be the same. So in this case, or in any of the case, you can see that the base is always the same. Cool. So let's write it down again, which is 2 to the power 4 times 2 to the power 8. So in this case, all we have to do is when we are multiplying exponent, we just add the exponents. So this would be 2 to the power 12. Cool. Let's do another example. Again, here the base is the same and we are multiplying the exponents, or two terms here. So this would be 11, 7 plus 5, which would be 11 to the power 12. So again, we just have to remember the base needs to be same, and when we're multiplying, we just add the exponents. So again, using another example, base is 12, and then we'll just add the exponent, which is 22 plus 5, which is 12 to the power of 27. So this is our base, and this is our exponent. And remember, whenever there is multiplication, we just add the exponents. Let's do the last example. Base of 10, summing up the exponents. So this would be 10 to the power 9. So if I want to simplify this, if we have any expression which is, say, a to the power m times a to the power n, this would be nothing but a m plus n. That's it. So whenever it comes to multiplying exponent, all we have to remember is base needs to be same, and we just sum up the exponents. Cool. Let's do some examples on dividing exponents. Cool. So in terms of dividing, it's the common thing between multiplying and dividing exponent again is base needs to be the same. Otherwise we cannot do division or multiplication if bases are different. Cool. So this is nothing but 7 to the power 5 divided by 7 to the power 3. So when it comes to dividing exponent, all we do is we write the base again and then we subtract the exponents. So in this case, this would be 7 to the power 2. So 5 and then this 3. And the base is the same. So for second, all we do is 12, which is the base, 32 minus 10. This would be 12 to the power 22. Again, when it comes to dividing exponents, we just subtract the exponents. That's it, and the base remains the same. So for this last example, this is nothing but 11 minus 2, which is 11 raised to 9. If I want to generalize this, it would be something, let's say, a base of a with m divided by same base a raised to power n. This would be nothing but same base a exponent 1 minus exponent 2, which is m minus n. And this would be our answer. Cool. So just two things when it comes to multiplying and dividing exponent. For multiplication, the base is same and we just add the exponents. And for dividing exponents, the base is same, and we subtract the exponents. Cool, that's it. So this was all about multiplying and dividing exponent in this part of our exponent series. In the next video, we'll talk about exponents when they're separated by parentheses. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel Easy Math, and please leave your comments below. Thank you.